Hey, how are you? Today we're going to talk about how you're going to get your new position by December 31st. It is now what, November the 4th, and it is completely possible. And I'm going to teach you three things that you can do. So if you're new to my channel, I am Natalie Janine, career expert. I help women increase their salary by $30,000 or more. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Welcome, girly. Take a deep breath. I know that you have been putting a lot of work in. You may have a similar story to mine where I applied for 150 positions and didn't land one. Technically, I applied to 149 and didn't land one, and I landed 150 or 151. Either way, that is a lot of positions to be applying for and a lot of work to be doing to not getting a new position, right? It is stressful. And so today I'm going to teach you three things you can do. And the last one is probably the most unique tip and the one where your mind is going to go haywire. Like you're gonna be like, "Ah!" So let's start with the first one, which is mindset. I have to start there so that by the time we get to the third tip, we locked in, okay? So my first tip is your mindset and being locked in. It is so important that you use today as a new page in your book. I understand that you may have applied to 150 plus positions and you don't have one. I understand that you've been active on LinkedIn and sending messages and you're not hearing back. I get that you may have been tailoring your resume and you still don't have the job you desire. That is a story, that is a page from the past, and I want us to leave those stories in the past. And the reason for that is because if we continue to believe that our past is our story and not a page out of our book, we're going to continue to manifest the drama. We're going to continue to manifest the challenges. We're claiming challenges. And girl, we're like, it's a new day. It's November 4th or whatever day you're listening to this. And we're claiming newness. We're claiming a new beginning. Something is going to work for us. So that's the first thing I want you to do. I think it is so interesting how so many of us wake up and the first thing we grab is our cell phone. We're like scrolling, 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 listening to somebody else's life and what they're up to. And it's important that you take care of you first. And I can get into the neuroscience of what happens first thing in the morning and how that predicts your day and what you're going to accomplish and what happens at night is going to change your subconscious mind. Those things are true and powerful. The way that I wake up believing the world is my oyster, believing I'm the wealthiest girl, that I'm 160 pounds with abs, is because I'm programming myself and my brain to bring those things to me. I need you to get into a routine that's so juicy and life-giving that you are aligning everything up for you to have the job you desire by December 31st, which means you may need to change the music you're listening to, which means you may need to put timers on your phone, which means you may need to sleep with your phone outside of your bedroom and get an old-fashioned alarm clock. And how about we focus on what we can add in as well? What if you got your journal and you spent the first 5 minutes of your morning doing this? This is what I do. You grab your journal, you write, I am grateful for, and then you list three things. You can give as much detail as you want or as little. But you get into this state of gratefulness and you think about what are you grateful for? And then after that, you say health and wealth. And it's essentially a to-do list. And sometimes it's you listing out what you want to do for your day. And it doesn't all need to be around your work, your professional life. It could be a mix of work and personal. And then lastly, you write an affirmation for yourself. That's how you start your morning. You start your morning with a life-giving mindset, not checking your email and saying, oh my God, we're sorry. This was very competitive. We chose a different candidate. We're sorry, blah, blah. Oh my God, I'm waiting to hear from this company. I really want this position. Where are they? None of that. We're going to calm our nervous system down. We're going to feed our body's pure goodness, and we're going to believe everything is working out for us. That's how you start your day. And I think it's important to mention the things that we watch and listen to as well. We don't understand, maybe we understand, we just don't give enough credit to how impressionable we are. And the things that we watch and listen to have a great impact in our lives. So maybe it's waiting to the middle of the day to listen to that crunk music, okay? Or, some of the songs that are a little, not give you buck, a little on the my man, my man, my man, all those things. Maybe we listen to some positive affirmations. Maybe we listening to feel good music or classical, okay? To get us in a great mood. And then you go on about your day. And when you're ending your day, you're going to do another journal prompt. And you're going to start by saying health and wealth. And you're going to list 3 things that you did that went so well today. You're going to congratulate yourself. You're going to celebrate your wins. And they can be very small and very big. I don't believe we need to judge our wins. A win is a win, and they all add up. So for your wins, especially if you're new and you're like, I don't have any wins. The reason why I say you might think that is because a lot of my clients are like, I don't have any wins. And I'm like, waking up is a win. So many things can be a win. And for you, maybe it's I'm completing my first day of my gratitude journal. And after you have your 3 things that went good, you want to end with what you learned today. And that is a way to shift your mindset. These are things that you need to do daily. And let's say maybe journal is not your thing. Maybe you're one of the people you like to wake up, take a deep breath, and visualize the most beautiful day you're about to have. And so you talk yourself through, I'm so glad I woke up this morning. I'm so excited to wear that leopard skirt with my fishnet tights and my ankle boots. Oh, I'm gonna put that chunky necklace on. And then I'm going to go into the refrigerator and get my meal prep, put it in my favorite lunchbox. Oh, I'm gonna get my favorite cup because it makes me feel so great and fill it with water and sea salt so I can have my electrolytes. You just take yourself through that and you get so excited. And maybe as you're envisioning your day, it's you going to your new position, right? Because that's what you're looking for by December 31st. It's possible. And maybe visualization is not your thing. Maybe it's you looking in the mirror and you're speaking life over yourself. I love this. You look into your eyeballs. You get so close to that mirror. You look at yourself and you just say all the good things about you. Maybe it starts with, I love my hair. It's so just juicy and luscious and natural and whatever else you want to say. My eyebrows are just perfectly shaped. Look at my nose and my cheeks and my teeth. Oh, I just love my face. I am so intelligent. I am so thankful that I got a new job making $120,000, $140,000, $220,000, whatever is the amount you desire. Look at all the things I get to do with this money. There are so many ways for you to nurture a life-giving mindset. Do that, do that, do that. It's so important. The second thing, locking in. This is still part about mindset. I need you to lock it in a new way. I need you to give yourself from now until December 31st to get this job. All distractions, eliminate them. Maybe you're not going out as much. Maybe you're not Netflixing and chilling as much. Maybe you're not procrastinating on social media. Maybe you're going for walks, you're drinking your water, minding your business, you're eating very good meals, you're getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep so that you can have the energy to do your regular job and apply for jobs. It is time to lock in. A lot of employers that are hiring want people in their seats before the holidays, typically. So you can get a job before December 31st. I know it's possible. I teach my clients to do this. I helped over 100 women get new roles. And every client since I've created this program or my current program has increased their salary by $30,000 or more. Myself, and I have gotten jobs during the holidays, several. And they always have had me start before T Day, also no thanks day, because you know that holiday is, or Christmas. Okay. So it's possible. Hold on to the date. Don't let your mind think that it's not possible. Second one, tailoring your resume. Now I can hear you say, girl, I tailor my resume and something's not working out. I'm going to teach you how to tailor your resume after talking to probably 100 HR professionals. Because when I applied for 150 plus positions and didn't get one, I remember thinking, like, what is going on? I was well qualified for these positions I was applying for, and I just didn't understand. So I started contacting HR departments, like, what's up? And so many of them told me that they're using an ATS system, what is an applicant tracking system, to see if you have the bare minimum qualifications before the hiring manager sees your resume. Well, you don't know what the keywords and phrases they're looking for to see if you have the bare minimum qualifications, right? Oh, okay. I don't either. However, you want to copy and paste full sentences from the job description that you can do, copy it to the equivalent role, and add your metrics. That is how you tailor your resume. Now, I can hear some girls like, that's plagiarism. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I want to tell you about a client who is in my private coaching program and fought me on this. And I told her eventually, just do what you think works. I mean, you hired me to tell you how to do this. You're not the first person to do it, and you won't be the last. And we actually met yesterday, November 3rd, on a Monday. And she said, I spent time copy and pasting sentences, full sentences. This is a big deal for her because she would not do it from the job description last week. And they reached out for an interview. She's not the only client that has had this experience. So you want to do that and make sure you add metrics. You are going for roles that are challenging you, roles that are going to allow you to grow and make more money, which means you are a leader. You have to show that. And one way to do that is metrics, baby. Businesses, employers, companies, whatever you want to call them, love data. They love results. They don't care about how you got there all the time. They don't care about you listing all your tasks. They want to know what results you got. Your resume needs to be result driven. Okay. So make sure you do that. And my last one. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. Because we know that 85% of roles are filled through networking. Because did you hear that? 85% of these jobs that are being filled is because somebody knew somebody. And I'm sure you heard it's not what you know, it's who you know, baby. And before you try to, oh, I'm not going to listen to this because I don't have a network. Stop. I got you. Everyone has a network, but that's a different story for a different day because there's so many mental blocks around that. And I just don't want to get into that. And I don't even want you to get into that. If you believe you don't have a network, we're about to create one, okay? You in on this? Make sure. Do you got your pen and paper? Because you want to take some good notes about this. For real. It is a game changer. This is how I've gotten roles that I didn't apply for. This is how I went from making $54,000 to $89,000 doing this one thing. So I need you locked in with me. I need you listening to me because I'm about to give it to you. Okay. Informational interviews. You may not have heard what that is, so let me briefly describe it. It is you reaching out to the hiring manager before you apply for the role, before you apply for the role, asking for a 20-minute informational interview. This is you coming to this 20-minute informational interview with questions about the position. This is good for multiple reasons, but let's talk about two. One, people hire who they like, know, and trust. You're building that through the informational interview. Two, it's a great way to understand if this is really a company you want to work for, the job you truly desire, and what does it look like day to day. I think as women who have been burnt by employers, if you know what I'm saying, you've been working for a horrible boss. Have you worked in a toxic workplace? Me. So that's your experience. Informational interviews will help you understand what's going on. Is this role for you? And then it helps the hiring manager get to know you so that you can get the job. You want to come prepared with 3 to 5 questions that you're going to ask the hiring manager. This is your meeting. You're going to lead this meeting. And one thing that's amazing about informational interviews is that the hiring manager typically likes their time with you. You know how like you meet people and they just ramble. And they're like, oh my God, I enjoyed you so much. We got to do this again. Because they felt heard. They got to share what they're doing. So the hiring manager is going to feel heard, share their passion for the role, hopefully, share what they're looking for, and they're going to feel like they really enjoyed you. And they're going to want to learn more about you because they don't know anything about you. You asked all the questions. And maybe like at the last 5 minutes you ask, they have questions for you. And they don't really have any questions because they weren't prepared to ask you questions really. Sometimes they might ask a little bit like, what do you think about the role or something like that? But usually they don't have questions. But they're going to want to learn more about you. And guess what, girl? They're looking for your application. So now that they're looking for your application, it is time for you to apply. And then when you apply, you're going to go back to that email them. You hear that? Click, 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 click. And let them know you applied. Baby, they're going to look at that application. And then you're going to get interviewed. And then you're going to show up and show out. And then you're going to get a job offer by December 31st. So you're going to start in 2026 with more money and a new job. If this was helpful, I need you to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be uploading more videos helping you get new roles, make more money, negotiate, network, whatever you think about career related, I'm your girl. I'm an expert. Okay. All right. So subscribe, like this. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. We are here to help each other. Okay. I need your help growing my channel. You need my help getting a new role. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's how networking works. Okay. All right. Now, I really enjoyed this video. I hope you have the most amazing day, sis, and I will talk to you later. All right. Bye.